Okay, before I go to bed, I just want to talk about something that I want to tell my fangirls that watches my stream on a daily basis because my main agenda is simp farming and getting the bag, collecting money from my wealthy simps that I collect every day. There are a lot of them. But you know what? Let's get to the point. This is for my fangirls, okay? So if you're not a fangirl, leave. But I don't know if you like listening to me talk. Maybe you can stay if you're a simp. I don't care. But I love my fangirls. I care about them. Okay, so I want to have a very honest, rant. This is going to be a rant, something, choo like that. I'm literally laying down right now. Like I'm recording with my ASMR microphone. Yeah. But yes, let's get to the point because I know that some of you, my fangirls, are gorgeous, intelligent, talented. A lot of you that are watching me is full of potential. Like I know some of my fangirls are already personally and I love them so much. Yeah, they're so beautiful, like my real OG fangirls girl. I swear, just like me, insanely gorgeous. But some of them are still working on how to be overconfident like me and unapologetic. But yes, but I have noticed that, you know, some of you girlies, your entire emotional world is still being controlled by whether or not some random man likes you. And you know what? I actually say this with love, but also with a little bit of irritation because you girls know me. Because why are some of you allowing a man you barely even respect to determine how attractive you feel? Like, why are you checking whether he viewed your story or he messaged or whatsoever? Like some of you are literally changing your personality depending on what type of woman he says he prefers. Like that's so disgusting. Like why are you pretending not to care about things you actually care about because you're afraid of appearing difficult, demanding, emotional, dramatic, intimidating, expensive, high maintenance, or too much? Like too much for who? A man who can't even regulate his own emotions and is broke? A man whose entire personality is liking gym videos and following lots of women he could never speak to in real life. Please, some of you girlies, y'all need to stop treating male approval like it is a certificate of female value because it is not. Okay, a man wanting you does not automatically mean he values you. A man finding you attractive does not mean he respects you. Okay, a man pursuing you does not mean he is qualified to have access to you. And a man rejecting you does not mean something is wrong with you. Okay, sometimes a man rejects a woman because she requires a level of maturity, discipline, emotional intelligence, and self awareness that he simply does not possess. Okay, because sometimes you are not being rejected. Actually, like sometimes most of y'all are being released from an environment that would have required you to become smaller, but because so many women have been trained to view relationships with men as the final prize, they will abandon themselves just to avoid being abandoned by a man. And that is where the pick me behavior begins. I hate pick me's. The medium ugly woman, the medium ugly girls. Very, patriarchal pick me, gorilla looking girls. I always say that on my stream. Y'all know that. But yeah, pick me behavior is not always loud, okay? It is not always a girl saying, I'm not like other girls. Sometimes they're actually quiet, extremely quiet. Sometimes it looks like pretending you do not want commitment because the man you like does not want commitment. Sometimes it looks like accepting inconsistency because you do not want to pressure him. Sometimes it looks like lowering your standards and calling it being understanding. Sometimes it looks like making excuses for disrespect because you're afraid that having boundaries will make you look difficult. Sometimes it looks like laughing at misogynistic jokes because you want to prove that you're cool. Also sometimes it looks like Attacking other women so that men will see as the reasonable, low maintenance, and problematic girl. Like, yuck. And also, it looks like, building some of them, it looks like they're building their entire appearance around what men supposedly find attractive, even when they do not personally feel beautiful that way. And sometimes it looks like being obsessed with becoming the woman a particular man would choose instead of becoming the woman you genuinely want to be. And that is male centeredness. Okay, that's so pick me. It is not simply liking men. There is nothing wrong with loving men. I don't know, but me, you guys know that I will never love my future billionaire, trillionaire husband. I will love me, myself. I don't believe in, loving a man. I believe in loving what he does for me. I believe in loving his money, the security that, and protection that he gives me. Yeah. Also, dating man, desiring romance, wanting marriage, wanting a provider, or wanting to be deeply adored. Like, but me, I love the idea of women being cherished. I love the idea of women being protected, provided for, spoiled, respected, and emotionally safe. Because that's the natural order, duh. But there is a difference between, desiring love and building your entire identity around being selected. There is a difference between enjoying male attention and surviving on it. There is also a difference between wanting a man and needing his presence to prove that you're worthy. Because when your life is male centered, every decision secretly has a male audience. You dress while wondering what men will think. You pose while wondering which man will react. You improve yourself so a man will regret losing you. You succeed so a man will, finally recognize your value. You heal so that you can become more lovable to a man. You even pretend to move on because you hope he will notice that you moved on. But, babes, that is not moving on. That is still, you performing for him. That's like actually so performative. I don't know, like, why some of y'all think that they can clock you like most people can clock you, but like, yeah, I think like most people can clock you, even the stupid ones. But yeah, that's you still putting him in the center. Even your transformation is literally revolving around him, and that's so disgusting. Like, mog that loser and move on. And listen, babes, I need you all, my OG fangirls, to understand something. You will never truly feel powerful. Listen to me, okay? You will never truly feel you will never feel truly powerful while treating a man as the main character of your own evolution. Like, your life cannot become a revenge performance. You need goals that, would still matter even if no man were watching. You need, what, a lot of y'all need beauty rituals that make you feel connected to yourself, not just desirable to somebody else. Y'all also need friendships that are not treated like waiting rooms until your next relationship. Like, also money, babes, money that gives you options. It's very important as a woman to like have your own money. You need to like have your own money. Yes, his money is your money, but like you have to have your own money. Like, babe, steal his money, get his money, and leverage that and keep that as your own. Keep on growing that money. Also, interests, babes. Interests that make your mind feel alive. Aside from that, routines that protect your emotional stability. What else? Private dreams, I think, that are not dependent on being somebody's girlfriend, wife, niece, fantasy, or obsession. Yeah, that one too. Because you know what? The most magnetic women are not constantly asking, how do I make him choose me? You know what they're asking? Does his presence improve the life I already love? And that, babe, question changes everything, right? Like, is it bringing you peace? Is it bringing you clarity, consistency, generosity? Does he respect you and your ambitions? Does he like you for you? Stuff like that. Does he admire your mind, or does he only tolerate it when you make yourself quieter? Like, does he also celebrate your power, or does he become, passive aggressive whenever you shine? Like, you also need to observe if he wants to support your growth, or does he secretly prefer you insecure? Because, babes, insecure women are easier to control. Yeah. But a woman who has discentered men does not automatically hate them. She's simply like, I think, you know, me, because like I have discentered men, of course. Me, I evaluate, like my admirers clearly. Like, me, I'm not hypnotized by attention. Like, I literally know what I'm doing. Y'all guys, y'all girls know that, not guys, girls. Like, I also do not confuse chemistry with compatibility, but like, not gonna lie, something happened before. But like, hey, I'm not a pick me. Like, I had some tendencies before, but like, I escaped from that. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurt. I don't know what happened. I also don't confuse obsession with devotion. Like, I don't confuse jealousy with protection. I also don't confuse financial promises with actual provision. Like, babes, she does not confuse a man saying, I've never felt this way before, with a man consistently behaving like someone deserves her. I mean, yes, words are beautiful. I love beautiful words, trust me. But you know what? Beautiful words without beautiful behavior, no action. Girl, you're getting manipulated. Like, some of y'all literally emotionally furnishing an entire imaginary relationship using three compliments, one late night phone call, and a good morning beauty text. Girl, trust me. Stand up. If those texts and compliments don't come with money, scoot. No. He has not done anything yet. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop laughing now. This is another symptom of male centeredness. This one awarding men emotional significance before they have earned it. Like, it's so annoying when I see a girl doing that. Like, a guy literally just gives you basic attention and suddenly you're planning your future. Like, babes, me. I mean, I used to like do that before. Like, I'm a fantasy girl, but not anymore. Like, literally, I would literally analyze someone's chart. I mean, this happened just like once to me, but like, I'm not gonna disclose anything about that. I don't want to like talk about that ever, because like, I also lied to that guy about like almost like everything, even with my name, like my identity. Like, he never really knew the real. I mean, like, I think like most of. I don't want to talk about that. We were lying to each other, yeah. But yeah, a lot of y'all like do this too, like the same with like what I did before. Like, some of y'all analyze, like that guy's childhood. Some of y'all try to understand his attachment style. You girlies are literally even researching his zodiac sign. Like, fuck that star signs. Like, a lot of y'all also construct explanations for if he ever ghosted you, for example, why he disappeared for 3 days. Meanwhile, he's not analyzing you that deeply, like not giving the same energy. Like, he's literally just there, simply living his life. And you're doing unpaid emotional labor for a relationship does not even exist, you know? So, babe, stop giving boyfriend level emotional energy to men who have only offered stranger level consistency. If it's not paying for everything, if it's not like obsessed, like acting like a dog, obsessed dog, y'all need to stop creating depth where there is only potential. Because potential, babe, that's fake. That is not a relationship. That does not protect you, that does not provide stability, also does not make reservations. Potential also doesn't, communicate clearly. It doesn't show up. Like, you can't date a man's hypothetical future self. You can only assess, the man standing in front of you right now. And you know what? This is where female power becomes important. Female power is not screaming that you do not need anybody. Like, it's not forcing yourself to become emotionally unavailable. Like, it's not treating love like weakness. It's self-possession. It's the ability to experience desire without being controlled by it. It's the ability to love without abandoning your own dignity. It's the ability to, walk away from something attractive when it's not healthy. It's the ability to disappoint a man without feeling like you have committed a crime. It's the ability to say no without writing a 10-page explanation. It is, I think, also the ability to misunderstood without immediately rushing to prove that you're a good person. It's like knowing that your softness belongs to you. Your beauty, sensuality, time, body, attention, all of those things belongs to you. And access to those things is not automatically granted because a man desires them, okay? Babe, male desire is not authority. Let me say that again. Male desire is not authority. A man being attracted to you does not give him the right to define you. It does not give him the right to humble you. It does not give him the right to demand emotional labor. It does not give him the right to consume your energy while offering nothing stable in return. And this is why some men, like Dusties, become uncomfortable around women who genuinely possess themselves. Because, girl, they cannot control them through approval. Trust me. They can't also punish them through withdrawal, cannot manipulate them by threatening to leave. Like, they can't also keep them obedient by comparing them to other women. Because a self possessed woman, like, understands that losing a dusty or a man is not the same thing as losing herself. And you know what? Once a woman understands that, she becomes very difficult to manipulate. And, this is also how you begin attracting men who worship female power. And when I say worship, I do not mean a man who blindly agrees with everything you say, but at the same time, yeah, maybe he should, because, like, duh, I preach that, babe. Like, I don't mean a man with no backbone or performs desperate. You know what? Yeah, I think, like, yeah, I should be desperate, of course, but he shouldn't. I don't know, bro, but yeah. But this is what I'm trying to say. A man is not threatened by your femininity, your ambition, your confidence, your standards, your sensuality, intelligence, or your influence, okay? Because a man who worships female power does not need to destroy your confidence in order to feel masculine. Like, he will never try to humble you every time you express pride in yourself. He also does not constantly remind you that other women exist. Like, obviously, other women exist, and other restaurants exist too. But people still have favorites, okay? Like, listen, a secure man does not use comparison as a weapon. Like, he does not flirt with other women to keep you anxious, does not make you compete for basic respect, and he will never, punish you for being visible. Like, he also does not fall in love with your confidence and, then spend the relationship trying to remove it. Like, he sees your power and thinks, how can I protect this? Like, yes, babes, that's the energy. Like, he would also, like, he will always think, how can I protect this? How can I support this? How can I make her life softer? Not, how can I make her doubt herself enough to tolerate me? Oh, that's tease. Yeah. Men who genuinely admire powerful women exist. They exist. I don't have self limiting beliefs because my admirers right now, like, have- they're like this, but I'm not, like, I'm not in love with them. They're just spoiling me because I'm really serious with the. I mean, you girlies always hear this. If, like, a guy wants to pursue me, I always tell them, you want to pursue me, you have to prove yourself to me. Go send 10 grand on my PayPal. I'll give you my phone number. Okay, yeah, you can pursue me, and you push yourself to become the billionaire that I want. And if one of you guys become the billionaire person, that's the winner. Like, you can, get me off the market, or like whatever. I mean, applications are still open if you want to like pursue me. You just like pay 10 grand and I'll give you like time to like I think I can give you like time to talk like maybe just 30 minutes like once a week because I'm very busy. I always stream. But like I'm very serious about that. Like I'm literally not joking about that. It's serious. Like I have like four admirers right now. It's so funny. But like yeah, they're getting to know me. But like we don't talk all the time. And they're also aware that I have other admirers and yeah, that's what I like about them because like they're not insecure, like they know their place. Huh? Right? Like they know their place, bro. Like they know their place. They know that they're pursuing me and they know that they have competition and I love that. Like they know me, they know my worth, like cuz I know my worth, And I'm honest about that part. Like I'm honest about that part. Like I literally know what I want and yeah, I'm just gonna get what I want, babes. But yeah, like, but you know what? A lot of women cannot recognize them because, I think their nervous system, most of this is about, their nervous systems have been trained to mistake chaos for passion. When you're used to emotionally unavailable, man, consistency can feel boring. Like, trust me. Like when you are also used to you chasing, being pursued can feel suspicious. Like, but I've never felt like that. Some of my girlfriends, yes, they did. Yeah, they loved me. We're very close to each other. And I have told you guys, girls, I mean, about that on my streams like before. And a lot of you girlies know that story, like, know those stories. Like, you might even sabotage, like some of you might even sabotage a healthy connection because there is no anxiety to decode, like no mystery, no hot and cold behavior, literally no emotional scavenger hunt. And without the chaos, you think this part is missing. But you know what? Sometimes this part you're missing is just cortisol, like the stress. Like, babes, that was not your soulmate. Your nervous system was just activated. So, girl, learn the difference. You have to like fix your nervous system. Because honestly, a relationship should not feel like you're constantly auditioning. Like you shouldn't need to be prettier every week to maintain his respect. Like do you shouldn't, you know, become you shouldn't glow up for a man. You should glow up for yourself. That's what I was like, trying to tell you guys. Cause, you know, you cannot be, endlessly agreeable. Like, you also cannot compete with his phone, his ex, random woman online, or his fear of commitment. Like, don't, you cannot perform emotional perfection just to receive consistency because a man who values female power does not expect you to become less human so he can feel more comfortable. Yeah. Like some men claim to love strong women, but you know what they really mean is they love women who work hard, pay for everything, never ask for help, tolerate emotional neglect, and still look beautiful while doing it. And babes, those are gay broke dusties. I always say that. Those are gay broke dusties. That is not admiration. Okay, like that's literally exploitation with, a feminist vocabulary. Because a man who truly respects a powerful woman does not use her strength as an excuse to give her less. Like he does not say, well, you're independent every time an opportunity to care for you appears. Like literally, independence does not erase your desire to be cherished. Yeah. So, yeah, I think like that's it. I think that's it, guys. Like, I don't have anything to say anymore. Like, I'm sleepy. I think I'm gonna pass out soon. So, yeah, I think this is the end of the video. Good night. I'll see you girlies tomorrow. And my simps who spoil me off stream and on stream. See y'all tomorrow, babies. I love you. No, I love them so much.